Hi. I've been driving around the countryside as usual, and there was something on the radio last week that struck a bit of chord with me that I wondered meant anything to you too. I was listening to the radio about the rise in obesity levels in this country. As we know, at least a quarter, maybe two-thirds of the population are now clinically obese. And they had the chief medical officer on for the UK talking about the obesity rates and how worried they were about the population and how this was going to impact on the NHS. And they also had a professor on from Cambridge University, I think, who had done lots of studies, and she quite rightfully pointed out that a few years ago, we would go to America and we would all come home commenting on how large the American populations were. And I remember going 10 years ago, and not only did I notice how big everybody was, but I also noticed how big their fridges were and their washing machines, and everything that you had was supersize. And she was pointing out that actually in this country, we've increasingly got bigger and bigger as a nation, and it's been so insidious that we've almost not really noticed what's gone on. And it got me to thinking, as women particularly, are there things that have gradually happened to you over the last few years that have been so insidious that you haven't really noticed them, but actually have had a major impact on your life? So whether that's something to do with a health issue that you've been ignoring. Stress is a particular thing that grows insidiously, whether or not it's something to do with work. So are you doing more hours, but are you getting paid for them? Are you getting recognition for the work that you're doing? Or maybe it's the fact that you're increasingly becoming busier and busier, and you're working hard and you're trying to cope with a busy social life or a busy family life. Well, I thought it might just be worth us all taking, 10 minutes out of our day just to have a think about and examine whether or not some of those things have been happening to you, and whether or not this is the right time to address any of those issues. Just a thought. See you tomorrow.